It is the 22nd of January 2017, and I don't know if I've ever done a video on this plant you're looking at right now. That's Aspidistra elature, cast iron plant. That is a cast iron plant, and I think underused in our growing zone. So our garden here has been a zone 9 for quite a few years now, at least since December 2008. And when I say zone 9, the minimum temperatures have never fallen below 20 degrees Fahrenheit. December 2008, we had a cold snap that lasted probably about 5 days on this end of the island. And minimum temperature dropped down to around 18.5 degrees Fahrenheit for one night. And that's pretty cold for this area, but not cold enough to damage this cast iron plant. And that's probably why they call it a cast iron plant. So these ones I've actually bought at the indoor section of the garden center because they sell them as an indoor plant. And they do very well here in our garden, well draining soil in dry shade or partial shade. I never water the thing. It's pretty much deer resistant, except I do notice there is a little chunk taken out of that leaf right there, and that was probably from a deer. They probably took a bite out of it and then realized it's not very tasty. So it's an evergreen plant, a great understory plant, companion plant for other broadleaf evergreens, and it will grow in full shade. If you have it in more sun, it's going to bleach out and look kind of crappy, just like Fatsia do in the sun. So I don't know if they flower or not. I'm not too sure. I've never seen them flower, but there's also a variegated species, and it's grown for foliage. And I love the foliage on it because it is evergreen, it is exotic, and it works very well here in our garden, which is currently a zone 9 and has been since 2008, but it does occasionally drop down to zone 8B, high end of zone 8B, and even our worst winters here on the north end of Salt Spring Island do not bother the cast iron plant. So when you're at your garden center, look for that plant if you want something a little different for your garden. And it does stay low. It's not a very tall plant. It's probably about, I guess, 16, 18 inches high. Nice wide leaves on it, and they're quite leathery. They're quite thick, and that's probably why the deer don't like them. But works really well. Wendy's got some boxwoods growing beside it here, and there's a lot of yuccas and things. So anyway, look for that one. Cast iron plant, or Aspidistra. Most people know that as an indoor plant and grown in a pot, but I prefer them in the garden, and we actually have a lot of them growing around our gardens here, and they spread slowly. They're not a fast grower. So there you go, folks. Thanks for watching, and try cast iron plant in your garden. Always look good year round.